Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Richardson, and I'm the WCPW review guy. And I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I actually grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Lived right next to Deuce and Domino. There's an obscure reference. And anyways, this is the WCPW Refuse to Lose preview. Before I get started on this, let me just go ahead and throw it out there. I didn't know if I was going to be able to watch it or not. Because there's a lot of uncertainty. Because I thought it was going to be on this Saturday. I already got my subscription to What Culture Extra, and urge you to do the same. And because, I mean, out of the two options, if you get the subscription or just, you know, whatever the other app was, you're like saving like $7 or some shit. Come on, it's no contest. Anyways, but I spaced it. Like, I don't pay attention to dates. I just pay attention to days. And I assumed it was coming on, like, you know, Saturday. Microphone's not plugged in. I thought it was coming in on Saturday, like, you know, like, or Sunday, you know, like pay-per-views normally do. I had no idea it was Thursday. So, whenever I watched this past episode of Loaded, I was like, holy shit, like, it's coming out tomorrow night or whatever. And I was like, oh, or this week. And I was like, well, shit, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, like, outside of this, like, when I'm not wearing my awesome fancy suit, I'm just a regular adult. I have a shitty job, and I run errands in the evening, especially Thursday. That's like our grocery day and shit, and we pay bills. A lot of grown-up stuff, and of course it comes on 2:30 here in the States. It don't come on in the evening. So I was like, fuck me, like that's ridiculous. So I was afraid like I was just gonna have to miss it. Like I was just gonna have to bite the bullet and be like, I'm sorry, you know. I'll do a preview and then I'll have to find results elsewhere and then, you know, come back with my thoughts on that. However, I contacted, you know, the good people at WCPW in What Culture and asked them, I was like, you know, listen, I'm going to miss the event on Thursday. Is there any way, like, are you guys going to do like a replay or a re-airing of it on the channel? And they said absolutely. Like, once you subscribe to the What Culture Extra, it's going to be on there. And I was like, yes. So, we're back in the game. So, hell yeah. So anyways, like I said, this whole week I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it or not, and then here I am. I'm going to be able to watch it. So, alright guys, so let me go ahead and throw this out there. Let's do the preview. And I don't know, normally when I do these previews, I don't know what that noise was either. Anyways, when I do these previews, I always try to be more kayfabe-ish, but I'm kind of phasing that out a little bit. But, I don't know, so it'll be a weird mix here. I'll be kind of adding the storylines, like, he'll win because of this, and then I'll probably drop a little bit of reality on there. You just watch, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's talk first. Women's title, on the line, Nixon Newell threw out an open challenge, and it was accepted by Kimber Lee. Thing is, like, when they first announced it, it was just open challenge, and then when they started doing the, on their later videos, they were showing, like, you know, the hype package for Refuse to Lose, and then they're like, Kimberly. So I just wonder if we're going to get that, like, she's going to come out there and be like, who accepts the challenge? And we'll be like, we know who you're fighting. But she'll come out anyways. It'll be a big shock to her. Like, Nixon don't watch the channel. She's just like, I'll wrestle. I don't watch the program. But anyway, so Nixon Newell versus Kimberly. I don't know who Kimberly is, and that's not like a knock against her or anything. I mean, once again, I don't know much outside of WCPW when it comes to British wrestling. I'll be honest with you. Like, that's all I know. I'm starting to watch some other stuff and, you know, get myself informed on, you know, other things. But I don't know who Kimberly is yet. So I gotta go. My vote has to go with Nixon Newell. I mean, she is like, you know, she is the face of the women's division right now. So I don't see her, you know, losing that at all. And just say she's good. She's damn good. So, yeah. I honestly thought, before they announced it was Kimberly, I thought it was going to be Melina. Because I know she's supposed to make an appearance or whatever, so I was like, oh, obviously it's going to be her. So I was actually kind of surprised that, you know, it's Kimberly. And like I said, I'm always open. I'm glad this women's division is expanding, so I'll be really eager to see, you know, the match they put on. So, alright, so up next, it's Cody Rhodes and Doug Williams. And, this match was like, I think it's maybe the first Refuse to Lose match signed, because this is way back when Noam Dar was challenging for that spot and he lost. Yep, that's a long time ago. So anyways, I'm going to go Cody Rhodes on this one. Doug Williams, you know, hell of a fighter. But I just don't, I really just think it's going to be youth on this one. And Cody Rhodes is just a hell of a wrestler on top of it. So yeah, gotta go Cody on this one. We got a triple threat match for the Internet title. Yeah, you saw me look off screen for a second. I'm not gonna lie. Some matches got added. I don't remember them all, so I put them down. Anyway, it's El Ligero versus Alberto El Patron and Travis Banks. Triple threat there. And this course was, they announced previously that it was just going to be a one-on, because initially it's supposed to be Jay Lethal against El Ligero. Jay Lethal had prior commitments with Ring of Honor, so El Patron was dropped in, and then of course Travis Banks, who defeated El Ligero, this past week, he's like, throw me in there. So now it's a triple threat. I gotta say, El Ligero, I put my money on him. I mean, he's awesome. He's great. Kayfabe wise, dude got an awesome record. He's truly one of the best rising stars they got right now. I don't see Travis Banks. Travis Banks, all due respect, he's just, the only reason he beat El Ligero was, Martin Kirby. That was it. That was the only reason. So it's like, And breaking kayfabe for a second, I feel like the only reason Travis Banks is in there is because Patron don't want to lose. It's like it's Ligero's winning one way or another. So it's a way to have him win the title without actually beating Patron. So that's just my opinion. I don't know. We could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Have to tune in tomorrow night and find out. But yeah, I'm saying El Ligero on that one. We got Kurt Angle against Joe Hendry. And we all know Hendry won the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. And yeah, this match has been set, and I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a huge one. I mean, Kurt Angle, one of the most popular wrestlers, out there. Joe Hendry, dude, he is WCPW. I mean, literally super popular. Even when he does like obnoxious shit, people are just like, no, fuck that, that's awesome. Joe Hendry. So yeah, I mean, and they're really highlighting Hendry's amateur wrestling, ability right now. Like that's his main thing. Like they're just like, he's been practicing, outside of WCPW with his amateur wrestling. Dude's strong as hell. I mean, you've seen him lift dudes up, catch people midair, do a double fall away slam. But I feel like Angle's got him on this one. Like Angle is just that damn good. I mean, it's true. It's damn true. So gotta go Angle. Gotta go Angle. And I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of favoritism on that one. A little bit of favoritism. Like, of all the former WWE superstars to show up, or even former TNA or whatever, a lot of them were huge when I wasn't watching the product at all. However, I was watching Angle when I was younger and, into my adult life. I mean, he was one of my favorites, especially his last, year or so in WWF. Sorry, WWE. When he just got more ruthless and more aggressive. The ruthless aggression era. But I fucking loved it. And then we went to TNA. Initially, I loved it because I was a big fan of TNA at that time. And it was literally like a month or two after that I quit watching the product. And not because of him, because his match with Samoa Joe was just fucking off the hook. But it just, the quality of the show started going down after that. Maybe it was his fault, I don't know. But I'm just saying, but I was huge enough. So I'm a big Angle fan, so yeah, I gotta go with my boy Angle on this one. And then we got a street fight. Now, if Blampier can win this, he's gonna keep his job at WCPW. And of course, it's Blampier against Rampage. I got to throw my own Rampage on this one. I feel like Blampier will bounce back somehow. I don't know. I mean, the smart man will say Blampier's got a plan, and they're going to continue to feud. And he's going to, he'll have BX interfere, or he's going to have a new partner, new wrestler they're bringing in that it's going to be on his side. Something will happen. He's got a plan, but the guy who believes wrestling's still real on the inside here, I just want to see Rampage pile drive the fuck out of this dude. Like, literally just, pile drive him off the stage, pile drive him on the stage, pile drive him on the ramp, pile drive him off the top rope. I want to just Canadian destroy that fucker off a balcony. I want to see that. And I don't want, not no ill will toward the actual person out of Blampier, just the character. His character's an asshole, and I want to see him suffer. So I'm voting for Rampage. Odds are, Blampier is going to pull something out, and he's going to win. Because, come on. It wouldn't be WCPW without Blampier. However, I'm hoping Rampage beats the shit out of him, and then Blampier will, he'll weasel his way, he'll snake his way back into somehow. But yeah, I'm boning Rampage, but I'm sure Blampier is probably gonna get that one. Now I'm gonna butcher this dude's name. I'm sorry. I'm an ignorant American. Actually, I will apologize right now. Joe Coffey. That wasn't the name. Joe Coffey against Minoru Suzuki. I'm a jackass. I'm sorry. I'm almost there. I might want to try do that one again. Yes, and of course this was another match that just kind of threw in on there. I'm really hoping Joe Coffey wins this. I'm rooting for Joe Coffey. In fact, I'm betting on Joe Coffey. I hope he don't become the guy, because I mean, don't get me wrong, he's great. He's awesome. He's the Iron Man. And like, you know, from the beginning, you know, if you go back and watch like, you know, my first review or whatnot, I wasn't huge on it because I didn't know anything about him. I just saw a guy in an Iron Man mask playing air guitar, and I was like, that's his gimmick. I don't even give a shit. Didn't give him a chance. And then when I watched him wrestle, I was like, whoa, apologize. I apologize. I'm wrong. This dude's fucking awesome. And dude, like his entire feud with Primate was just awesome. You know, him working his way up, you know, to the title, awesome. I mean, I'm behind Joe Coffey. Problem is, at the last big event, Stacked, you know, he went up against, who was he up against? Was it Moose? I think it was Moose. And it was just like, almost like, you know, here's a big guy from another promotion coming up, you know, and here's Joe Coffey going to defend. And then Coffey just got beat. Like, he put the other guy over. And I just hope he ain't don't turn into that. Like, you know, every time there's a new batch of wrestlers, new guys coming in. Because, you know, that's what'll keep happening. I mean, I realize that. You know, every month or so, they're going to just get a fresh batch in. I mean, and that's cool. That's what you got to do. You got to keep things circulating. I just don't want Joe Coffey to be the guy who goes up against the new guy and then gets destroyed, just so this new guy can stick around for a couple weeks and then head home, and then Coffey's got to do it all over again. So I'm voting for Coffey. My you know, I'll be waving my Joe Coffey banner here. I hope he wins it, but you know, I don't know. Suzuki, you know, I've seen some tapes of Suzuki. Dude's tough as shit. Like it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be a tough one. I'll tell you right now, it's gonna be a brutal fucking match. And even though they said that Angle and Hendry is the main event, which I think is bullshit, even though clearly Kurt Angle's a bigger draw, you don't devalue your own title. World title should be the headliner. Sorry, that's just how I feel. And it's Joseph Connors defend his world title, and I don't care if they drop the world from the actual title of it. They're just calling it WCPW World or Champion right now. It's a world title to me. Joseph Connors defending the title against Martin Kirby. And dude, Kirby, like literally, I said this when I did my loaded review last week, or earlier this week, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Like, he surprised the hell out of me. Like, seriously, another one I just wrote off. And even whenever I liked him, I started getting into the antics. I was like, all right, this guy is fucking comedy gold, but he's not anything more than that. And he keeps surprising me. And I know, you know, you can make, you know, it's predetermined. They wrote him like, I don't give a shit. Dude, he got over with the crowd. He puts on damn good matches every single time he goes out there. Every time he goes out there, comedy shtick aside, he's a damn fine athlete. And he puts it on the line every single time, and great results. And I'm glad, you know, he's on this big winning streak. He's boosting up. I don't think he's going to win it. And it's going to crush all the curb crawlers out there, including myself, because right now he's white hot. I would almost argue that the crowd's popping louder for him than they are Joe Hendry right now. And that's debatable. I get that. I'm just saying, from the past 2 weeks I've been watching, every time you see Kirby out there, dude, the crowd goes fucking ballistic. Like, they lose their fucking minds. I'm not saying they don't lose their minds for Hendry. Hendry still has, you know, he's still got the crowd in the palm of his hand. But I'm just saying, a little bit louder. That volume's going to 11. Martin Kirby. I just don't think he's going to win it. I truly think, kayfabe even, because dude, Connors is just a tough son of a bitch. That's all there is to it. And then just realistically, you know, I feel like, you know, Hendry will move up from this feud he's with, or not really, he's not even a feud, he's just got a match with Angle, but dude, he's not done with Joseph Connors yet. And I kind of see, unless they make him drop the title and because, you know, Hendry or whatever, and then Connors has to fight Hendry, I see Hendry or Connors taking the title, going against Hendry, and then Hendry will eventually take it and be the, you know, the proper face of WCPW, if you will. However, I don't know. WCPW has been great about throwing curveballs and surprises every step of the way. So I just don't know. And dude, the video package they put together for Kirby this past week, phenomenal. Like, seriously, awesome. Because I didn't, you know, I've seen a couple clips here and there. Because after, you know, becoming big fans of all these WCPW wrestlers, I started watching some clips, you know, the other stuff, you know, and it's been great. And then, of course, to see this all put together, you get Kirby with hair. Of all things, but him throughout the years, you know, on the indie scene, just busting his ass, working his ass off, and here he is, he's climbing to the top of the mountain. And I, for one, hope he wins it. I just don't think he will. And that won't be a bad thing. I'm sure it's going to put on a hell of a match. It's not too late, guys. Make it the main event. You don't devalue the title like that. Make it the main event. So that's all I got, guys. Tune in tomorrow night, please. And I'm not working for WCPW at all. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I am a poor fat boy that lives over here in the United States, and I just do this for shits and gigs. Like, I have fun watching and doing this and interacting with everybody. So they're not paying me to say shit. They couldn't afford me if they wanted to. Come on, look at this nice suit right here. Fucking awesome. But I urge you guys, pay the $7. Get the What Culture extra. You know, if you love their channel, I mean, this just, like they said, it's extra. Just get a little bit more, plus you get the pay-per-view. And it's going to be cheaper than actually going through that app and getting it, you know, the other route. There you go. Just saying, definitely check it out. This is their first big event. You get to see Kurt Angle's debut here in WCPW. You get to see Cody Rhodes' debut here in WCPW. I mean, come on, what more do you want? New Internet Champion will be crowned one way or another. Gets the debut of that. Women's title match, world title match. Come on, what more do you want? So definitely check it out tomorrow night. And then come back here Friday night. Because I'll probably, I want to say I'll do it tomorrow night, like if I stay up a little late. But I'm not going to lie, I'm probably not going to stay up late. I'm an adult, guys. I'm sorry. I got to get my ass up early and go to work. So Friday, after work, and I get a nice shower, put this nice suit on, I will do the, Refuse to Lose review. Boom. And then, of course, I'm doubting they're going to do any loadeds this weekend. I just wouldn't think they would. Usually they do like a one show a week kind of thing. If they do, hey, I'll hit you that review too. If not, still come back on Sunday, because guess what? Top 10. And top 10 after a big main event, big pay-per-view, big special event like this, it's always awesome. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. Let me know what you think about this upcoming event. Let me know, matches you're looking forward to, just overall thoughts. Drop that stuff down below. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, you guys know what to do. Share and subscribe if you haven't already. Show some thumb and love. Go over to Twitter. I'm at WCPW Review Guy 1. And yeah, that's all I got. So guys, until next time.